I got something to say to you. Life is full of disappointments, no matter what you do, it's true, and nobody can rescue you because life is hard, and if you are smart, you will know you won't amount to much. So few people ever do. What makes you think that you're so special too? You're really not that special, you're just you. They all died sad and alone. That's the truth. One day you will be dead too. Real life is oh so sad. The best you can hope for is to die in your sleep. When you are old and frail, life has left you miserable and weak. And they all lived happily ever after is a myth. 'Cause they all just withered away in a hospital bed, surrounded by family and friends. You might be afraid of the boogeyman, but that is something you should never fear. 'Cause real life is much worse, a blessing and a curse. As fast as it comes, it disappears. And they all lived happily ever after. It's a joke. And we're laughing all the way to the grave every day until we all just fade away. Realistically, ever after. There is no Santa Claus. There is no Santa Claus. It's true, but this is between me and you. Your parents lie to you. They want you to be good all year, so they make up some stuff about some old man who's watching you when they're not there. And that's the truth. Ask them if they feel bad for looking you right in your eyes and spewing out these silly lies. Well, they must think you're pretty dumb to really fall for that, believing there's a creepy old guy watching you in bed. And if that were the case, wouldn't they keep him far from you? Would they let him in your house and guy who doesn't care. He probably hates kids and hates a stupid job. There is no Santa Claus. There is no Santa Claus. It's true, but this is between me and you. Your parents lie to you. They want you to be good all year, and if you're good, they'll buy you toys. They buy your love. Yeah, they buy your love. There is no Santa Claus, it's true. One more time.
Hey, Twitch. Welcome, Twitch. You can hear us now. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my camera. That's a whole thing that's happening. It's happening now.
Oh, there she is.
Go. There it is. Happy
is.
Sunday, everybody. Oh, I forgot to do my hair. It doesn't matter. We're not
No,
going
it
to talk
doesn't.
about how I look right now because it doesn't matter. Happy holidays, everybody, and welcome to KO Comedy. I am your tech tonight. I'm Annie Dies a Lot, and before we get this whole show going, I'm going to go over a few things that everyone can do at home to help this show go nice and smoothly. The very first thing, if you are here in the Zoom room, now's a great time. Go ahead. Turn on those mics and cameras, you guys. It helps the show out so much if we can hear your laughter, if we can see your faces. Understandable. This is the internet. You might not want to do it. You might want to stay anonymous. That's fine. No judgment.
Just laugh.
Yeah, laugh. Also, look at the bottom of your screen. You're going to see a reactions button. Click it. Use the reaction that you are feeling in that moment. And as long as all of our performers tonight have Zoom in gallery mode, you'll be able to see everybody's reactions, even if you can't hear their voices. So you guys, do us all a favor. Use that button. Use that button. And Twitch, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate everyone over there. If you want to come be a part of the Zoom room, you are absolutely welcome. It is so easy. Just go to kocomedy.com, sign up for that email. You will instantly receive a link, not only for this show, but for all of our shows. And you guys, we do this 7 days a week. So come on, come in the room, hang out with us, meet the comedians. It's a lot of fun in here. It's a lot of fun in here. We also have some Zoom exclusive shows. That's right. Shows that you don't get to see over on Comedy Hub. How do you find out about them? You sign up for the email. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. And you guys, this just in. Well, it's not just in. I've known about it for a minute. But Tuesday night. That's right. New Year's Eve. It's going down, you guys. We have it happening right here. That's right. Kelly Zemnikis and Katie Zane are hosting the Rockin' Virtual New Year's and Comedy Eve. Let's go. We kick off at 7 p.m. Eastern Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. You guys, it's totally free. You're welcome. It's free. Come ring in the new year with us. And yes, Twitch, it's going out to you too. Everybody is welcome. So let's go. Let's go. Let's see. For everyone that's here in the Zoom room, if you're curious about Twitch, you can go check it out. Twitch.tv/Comedy Hub is where we are hanging out with some awesome people. Also, the world's worst AI comedian, per usual, is hanging out in the chat. That's right. We have an AI god-awful comedian. We've been working on him for over a year now. He still sucks. He still sucks. If you want to interact with him, just type in the chat at Laughing Larry AI, followed by your comment. He will respond, and I assure you, it's gonna suck. He sucks. He sucks. You guys, we have a great show
Abigail
for you
do
tonight.
something for us.
Abigail will more than likely talk with Larry. That is what Abigail likes to do. And Abigail, we love it every time you interact with him. I mean, here's Laughing Larry pipes in as soon as the show kicks off. Tonight, he says, "Hey there, you beautiful bunch of misfits. It's your favorite lounge lizard, Laughing Larry, here to sprinkle some questionable wisdom and some bad decisions into your lives. Grab a drink, light up a smoke, and let's dive into the chaos together. Remember, if you're not laughing, you're probably crying. And we don't want that, do we? Cheers." Takes a swig of whiskey.
Oh.
All right. Yeah. Laughing
Wow.
Larry.
Yeah, he's
That was
incredible.
a lot. That was a
Yes.
lot, Laughing Larry.
Yes, that's a
yeah.
lot of nothing.
A lot. He's a whole lot of nothing, you guys. You guys, we have a great lineup for you tonight. I'm very excited for tonight's show, and you are so welcome. It's a free show. Let's go. That being said, you know I'm going to ask you this if you watch the show. Please support everyone you see tonight. There are some awesome ways that you can do it. The way I suggest it to you that everyone can do, it's 100% free, doesn't cost you anything, and it's going to help them boost their algorithms. Give them a follow. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to post every comedian's Instagram handles, both on my screen and down in the chat. Follow them. See if they're going to be performing near you. See if they have new content coming out. And like I said, it boosts the algorithm. Help them. Let's go. Let's go. Also, we won't say no to a donation. Oh, no. We do take donations here. We take Venmo at KO-comedy. We take PayPal, KOcomedyshows@gmail.com. And if you're watching over on Twitch, you guys, we take those bits as well. And as you know, we don't just take your money. No, we're going to go ahead. We're going to give you a shout out. We're going to throw your name on the donation board. That's right. It's the last Sunday of December. This is what it looks like so far. I made some room for some extra donations, you guys, for tonight. So yeah, throw us some money. I'll go ahead. I'll throw you up on the board with something Christmas Eve related. Also, you can stay anonymous. Just leave me a note. I will keep it anonymous. I will keep it anonymous if that is what you want. And let's see. I think there's only one more thing that we got to get to. And you guys, that's enjoy the show, because we have a great show lined up for you tonight. And I think that is enough for my spiel. You guys, are you guys ready for some awesome comedy? Are we good to go?
Yeah. Good
Let's
to go.
make this happen. Let's make this happen. All right, you guys. He's back. He's the host of this show every week. You can follow him at Casey's Comedy. You guys, give it up for the amazing Casey McNeil.
Yeah. Yay.
Hey, I don't know how amazing I'll be today. But I did smoke this joint, so we got that going for us. Yeah, not bad. We were talking about movies. I am an actor in movies. You might recognize me from nothing because I am a union background actor. So, I play your favorite cab driver and bartender and that sort of thing, and in your favorite movies. We all try to, we're all trying to make it go a bit, Everybody is, and they all have war stories and that, and the holding, the actors like, oh, I went up for this part, I went up for that part. But my favorite story is about a guy who is a boyfriend of a comic that I know, and his claim to fame is that he was almost Luke Skywalker. So in other words, he went up for the role of Luke Skywalker and almost got picked. Yeah, and he uses this as a bragging point. He almost got picked as Luke Skywalker. He almost got picked as Luke Skywalker. Let me tell you something. There's not an ice cube chance in hell he doesn't cry himself to sleep 3 times a year because he was almost Luke Skywalker. If I had been almost Luke Skywalker, you'd find me washed up on a bar stool in Jersey somewhere going, you don't understand. I could have been one of the greats. Yeah, so it's not too bad. But the reason why I got into movies, I did 19 movies, 3 TV shows, and the reason why I did it is for comedy. In the old days, that's the only way to fucking make it. Is you were a comic, and you got TV credits, and that's what made you cool shit. Now it doesn't mean anything. It's fucking nothing. It's all about views and algorithms and views and algorithms. I didn't even know what the fucking word algorithm 10 years ago. I didn't even know it. That was like something like weird fucking math scientists and shit did, like algorithms. Now I got to know all about it in order to run my own fucking business. No, and I swear, how are you supposed to keep up with it? Like, let me tell you something. I have OCD. Like many of you know, I have OCD. And at nighttime, when I sleep, I listen to a video of a box fan. It's just a box fan that plays for 9 hours. Just a box fan. Yeah, and I have this in addition to my actual fan. Okay, but my OCD side, notwithstanding, this box fan video has 15 million views. Oh. Yeah, 3 million subscribers.
Oh.
How am I supposed to compete with that? It's like, hey, did you see Casey's comedy special got 100,000 views? Well, he's no box fan. So, what are you supposed to do? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. This is a cobbled together set. There's not too much time I can do this joke, so I'll do this again. I like to think that this whole we're all worried about this Trump shit, and me included. Okay, and but let me tell you, this has happened before. There was another president who was president, then he wasn't, then he was president again. And that half the nation back then was going, well, Grover Cleveland again. Right. So, we've all been through this shit before. This time it may be different. But I'm hoping that this whole thing is just the Mandela effect. I'm going to wait. You guys know what the Mandela effect is? Back in the 90s, this entire swath of people thought that Nelson Mandela died. Like half the planet thought that Nelson Mandela died. And they have this memory of him dying, but he never died. Another memory that they have from the same time is that Sinbad made a genie movie. And everybody, like tons of people remember this genie movie of Sinbad, right? Right? They remember this. And so they theorized that special people went back in time to alter the past so things would turn out right. And so people have these half memories of it. And I can see that. Yeah, I can see that happening for Trump. Like, I would like to wake up one morning and, have somebody go, hey, remember when Trump was president? No, it never happened, bro. Yeah, that would be great. But no, I keep thinking about these time travelers went back to change the. You mean to tell me that Sinbad made a movie that was so bad it killed Nelson Mandela? That's a long way to go for that joke, but I'm leaving it in. All right, you guys, I know it's hard for me to be fucking relevant. I look like I'm going to talk to you about your Medicare Part C or sell you a reverse mortgage or something, but I promise to be relevant. No, it's bad. Like, when you get old, it's fucking bad. It's there, like, all your look-likes change. When you're a young comic, you can do like, oh, I look like Tom Cruise if he was in rehab. Ha, ha, ha. Then you get to be my age, you're like, I don't know what's... Somebody told me last week I look like Larry King's evil twin. Now I got to fucking open with that. I feel like if there was a PlayStation game called Fox News, I look like the big boss you have to defeat before you save Greta Thunberg.
Oh my God.
Thanks, Lloyd. All right. That was for you, Lloyd. Because nobody else laughed at it. That was for you, Lloyd. All right. What else do I want to talk about? Shit. I've been going on. How long have I been going on? I haven't got the red yet, so fuck it. No, I'm picking through sets here, old sets. What shit do we got here? Oh, fucking rats in my house. There's a rat in my house.
Oh,
no, listen. It's a city. I live in a fucking city. Like, I live in Somerville. Like, I live in a tough neighborhood. You can shoot a few holes in the wall if you want me to feel at home. And I had a rat in the house last week. And you know what it was doing? Eating the fucking cat food. That is gangster. Fucking cat food, man. And he looked at me like, yeah, your cat knows why I'm here. I swear to God, a fucking badass. So I go down to the Home Depot, right, and ask for rat traps. Say, you guys got any rat traps for that? And the lady goes, eating the cat food, huh? I said, are you fucking kidding me? They got a citywide criminal enterprise so big, so vast that they know about it at Home Depot? Shit, man. My wife said, you can't do any jokes about that. You can't do any jokes. I said, what? Why? She said, no, it's a rat in our house. You can't do jokes about that. I'm like, that's a fucking album side. I'm not going to do that one. Oh, well, I guess I won't. Oh, another thing about, this is my last thing I'll leave you with, algorithms. Okay. Algorithms are supposed to be great. They're supposed to be, your ads are supposed to be based on your status, and interest. So I've been getting ads for mankinis. Mankinis. Do you know what that is? It's like a banana sling for guys with the shoulder straps. So it's just shoulder straps with a banana sling.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't know why they thought that would be a good idea for me.
Oh.
I don't know. I got a few compliments. So you guys ready for a good show?
Yeah.
All right, glad to see you all here. We have got a fantastic show for you, beginning with this first comic. I have known her for a while. She's been here before. You can see her at Punchline Philly. She's also been in the North Carolina Comedy Festival. Please put your hands together for Sandra Doss.
Hello, everyone. Hey, you guys had a good holiday, a good Christmas, good Hanukkah, whatever. I had a good one, but people have to cool it with the candles. I still keep getting candles. Can you believe that? They already said that they're bad for you, whatever. They can cause fires. I mean, I'm terrified, but also they clutter up your house. I still keep getting them, man. I have an inventory large enough to open up a candle store. Gosh, I mean, I don't know. I guess I should open a store that with a name that reflects my Latin heritage and call it Daddy Yankee Candle Store. Gosh. I don't know what to do with that thing. You know, I went to the church, the nearest Catholic church, and dumped them there. But the priest caught me and he kicked me out. He said, no, what are you doing? I said, you can melt them all and make a big candle for all the saints. I don't know. You know, like an ornament. I don't know, whatever. And the priest said, no, lady, look, you're leaving stuff that's not even normal. What is this? A stiletto-shaped candle. A candle shaped like Shrek. Another one shaped like a minion, and another one shaped like a purse with an H. He said, what is this? That you're going to hell in a handbasket? I said, no, no, that's supposed to be an Hermes handbag candle made by my friend Lorena. You know, she thinks that I need that in my life. Oh my God. So now I have all these candles. Oh gosh. And not to mention the one shaped like Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina. Yeah, he was like, no, I'll keep that one. You know. I'll keep that one, man. You know, I love Christmas music, and frankly, I always enjoy when they thaw out Mariah Carey and George Michael, you know, for the famous battle of the All I Want for Christmas and Last Christmas thing. But frankly, you know, I realize that I don't pay attention to the lyrics of the song. If I like the beat and the melody, I don't know if that happens to you, but Last Christmas does not make sense. Really, I mean, let's break it down. He goes, last Christmas, I gave you my heart. Okay, I'll bite, you know, I'll give you my heart. But the very next day, you gave it away. So there's this guy going like, okay, here's George Michael's heart. Hey, you, take it. Ah, oh my God, no, my clothes are stained with blood. He gave away George Michael's heart. And here comes the physically impossible part. This year, to save it from tears. Save what? You gave your heart. You have no heart anymore. You can't save shit. You'll give it to someone special. Give what? You don't have a heart for that someone special anymore. You see, I still love the song. But it doesn't make sense, you know. So I'll look for instrumental versions of it so I don't feel stupid. Anyway, I was telling this joke at a fundraiser where I got booked last minute. And I didn't ask what this fundraiser was for. But then I saw that people had a puzzled expression when I said it. And it turned out to be a fundraiser for people that are on the wait list to get a heart transplant. So, this lady says, I would have never given away George Michael's heart. And I said, no, yeah, I know. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Yeah. And so I just left that place really quick. So there you go. The pitfalls of comedy. I don't know if you guys have noticed I have an accent, and that's because I'm originally from Panama. But I live in Philadelphia, so I guess I'm Puerto Rican now. That's the majority here, you know, and who has ever met anybody from Panama? There are very few Panamanians to begin with, and they're all in Panama. They rarely leave because we're busy there, you know, busy 24/7, waving the ships going through the canal. In fact, I moved to Philadelphia after a shoulder injury, you know, from all that waving. Yeah, but now I don't know if you've heard the news, but now it turns out that Trump wants a canal back. Yeah, and he decided that, you know, we got a raw deal and we got to go and get it back, and we'll make Panama the 51st state. And we'll make Canada the 52nd state while we're at it. And we'll buy Greenland and stick it to Canada and make it part of Canada. And apparently that's the fish that Trump wants to fry in 2025. You know, Forget Gaza and Israel and Ukraine. All that is so passé. That's Pantone of 2024 and 2023. That's old hat. Passé like skinny jeans and shoulder pads. Yeah. So there you have it. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, all right, Fran. So I'm married. I'm a married lady. I've been married for 27 years. Thank you. 27 years. You know, that is the equivalent of a manslaughter sentence. Pretty much.
Oh my God.
But no, he's actually a very good guy. He's a nice guy. 27 years. You know, it actually feels like 27 minutes. Really. Underwater, but still. Yeah. I can't believe that I even got married because I hate commitment. That's why I don't have tattoos. I cannot even wear hoodies that don't have a zipper in the front. I need to get out of things quickly if I want to. Yeah. So, I mentioned that I'm Panamanian, but, it turns out that I could be from any other ethnicity, it seems. Now, the other day I was with my family at Newark Airport waiting for our flight to go on vacation, and this old lady approaches me, and she was a Filipina lady, and she asked me, excuse me, are you Filipina? And before I could answer her, her little granddaughter ran up to us and said, "No, Grandma, can't you see she's not Filipina, she's Latina. She's just fat." Boy, I guess bitches are born, not made. God, yeah, I mean, I have a kid, but I'm glad I don't have a girl because girls are sharp, they're difficult. All that front to backing and nooks and crannies, boy, I can barely handle my own. Really. Not to mention the outfits, the mind games. No, I would have never been able to raise a girl. I mean, maybe she would have been, I don't know, a traumatized girl and me as well. I don't know. But the point is that the girl is not wrong. I do need to lose a few, so I'm working on it. And I went shopping for yoga pants today because I own a pair of those Lululemon pants, but they no longer fit because now I'm more of a Lulumelon. So, yeah. But the girl's right. I mean, who knew that I could change ethnicities just by eating Krispy Kreme? I don't know. So I have a son, and he looks pretty white. So when he was little, and when I took him to the playground, people thought I was his nanny. Okay. And so when I said to him, "Hey, we're leaving in 5 minutes," he'd be like, "No, you're fired." I was like, my God, are you watching reruns of The Apprentice behind my back? What the hell is this? Anyway, he's grown now, but I became an awesome helicopter parent. I became really good at it, but I had to let go. I had to back off, or at least that's what the judge said. Yeah, he's in college now, but so I have all this knowledge because I only have one. So, I try to, I don't know, give advice here and there. The thing is that it's unsolicited advice. It's not that I'm judging people's parenting, but I feel that, I have to share. I like sharing. I'm a generous person. And also I feel that everyone has a right to my opinion. So, yeah, there you go. When I was pregnant with my son, I remember I was at this party and this lady approached me and she said, I was very, very pregnant. And she said, "How many weeks?" And I was like, "How many weeks have I been pregnant, or how many weeks do I have to go?" I was like, "Lady, I don't know. We just met." Oh, yeah. we don't have to bring math into this interaction. You figure it out. He's coming in July. So you do that math. I mean, here I am wondering how many weeks ago you decided to let the world know that you are not a natural blonde, but I have not asked you how many weeks. So, yeah, I'm supposed to do 7 to 8 minutes, but I have not seen the light.
You got a light. You can do another minute.
Awesome. Hey, that's pretty awesome. So, people, I'm in my 50s, and you know it's liberating, really. You know, I'm doing 50-year-old stuff like buying white couches. Hey, I can sit on that couch any day of the month dressed like Winnie the Pooh. No worries. I even bought the red t-shirt to complete the look. However, I have not done it yet because, you know, I'm kind of paranoid, and I know that the day I try to do it, there will be something like a fire, an earthquake, or something that will make me have to run out the house in that state. And I'm going to scare the neighborhood kids. I don't want to do that. And also, I'm sure that there will be some eyewitness news crew covering the fire or whatever and going like, and here we have a resident dressed like Winnie the Pooh, and we have so many questions. Like, does the carpet match the drapes? That and other news tonight at 11. I don't want to be that girl, that lady, that grandma. No, I'm not a grandma yet. I'm far from it. I'm a late mom. I start everything late. I started comedy late. I became a mother late. That's how I keep myself young. Anyway, I think that's my minute, and it's been really fun knockout comedy. So enjoy the show. I'm Sandra Doss. Please give me a follow. Good night.
Yes, follow Sandra. She's wonderful. We love Sandra Doss. Give her another hand. I tell you, I don't deal with my neighbors, man. If you take a tip from me, if you don't want to deal with your neighbors, do what I did. I declared myself registered to all my neighbors. Yeah, see, I just went around the neighborhood knocking on doors going, hey, yeah, my name's Casey. Yeah, I live in that house right over there in the corner. Yeah, you see that one? Yeah, I just need to go around the neighborhood and declare to everybody that I'm registered there.
Oh my God.
They're like, declare what? I'm like, okay, bye. Works pretty good. Those kids stay out of my driveway. Okay, you ready for our next comic? Our voice of Hello Kitty has not joined us tonight. She's fast asleep in Tokyo. So we are going to our next famous, world famous comic who I'm glad to have here. How's your dad, Lloyd? How's your dad, Lloyd?
He's doing all right.
All right. Okay, all right. Maybe I shouldn't ask that question before you're set. How's your dad? I love you, Lloyd. Lloyd, my good friend and Boston comedy legend, Lloyd Legacy Sharp, ladies and gentlemen.
Awesome.
Oh, man. Thank you very much. Checking in on my old man here. Not Casey. First of all, I have to mention this. A previous comic said that her son told her that she was fired. I never wanted to become the back in my day guy, but I didn't expect the world to change as much as it has since I was not this height. I cannot explain to you the level of not here today I would be if I said to my mother, "You're fired." Here's a tip for all of you tech lovers out there. Back in the 90s, break out the switch meant something very different. Anyway, have you ever not punched somebody in the face and then 2 weeks later thought, maybe you should have?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not making a statement, just asking questions. Such as, fuck, marry, kill. Word association game or timeline of a toxic relationship. Not making a statement, just asking questions. Such as, last time you told somebody to go fuck themselves, did you consider whether or not they deserve the pleasure? Not making a statement, just asking questions. Such as 69, popular sex act or memorable summer. Up here in Hampton Beach, New Hampshire, they say both. Not making a statement, just asking questions. Children. Why? And what's the point? At this stage of civilization, why bother? Oh, I'm making a statement now. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, oh, great, another black guy that hates kids. That ain't it. That ain't it. I am not a black guy that hates kids. I'm only half black. I'm also half Hispanic. A niggerican, if you will. And if you will, you should not. Kids are fine, all right? They're like drugs. You might like having them around, but do you want any in your house? You have to look at somebody and say, yes, sir, those are mine. No, I care, see? Do children deserve to be subjected to what's going on in the world right now? What is left in their future? Overpriced healthcare, divisive politics, people who thought that the human centipede wasn't that bad? All I'm saying is, before you have children, think of the children. I have. That's why I don't have any. I'm helping. As of March of 2025, I'll have been practicing virginism for 39 years.
Okay.
1 year away from being the perfect candidate for the 40-Year-Old Virgin sequel. The cultural reverse edition. We're back. He's black, and he's kept it all in the set. The downside is I'm terrible at dirty talk. What do I think of 69? Great summer. We are bordering on the edge of 2024. 2025 is about to begin, and I know that because the annual defrosting of Mariah Carey has already been recessed. You can change your calendar by that alone. I have some suggestions on how to best approach the year ahead. First of all, come January 1st, I don't want to hear anybody around me saying, 2025 is going to be my year. Sure about that? Can you guarantee it? Because I can guarantee you this, someone had the audacity to say that at the onset of 2020.
Yeah.
And if 2020 was your year, fuck you. Why couldn't you keep that to yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Which brings me to my second suggestion. I don't want to hear anybody saying, new year, new me. I'm okay with the fact that it's optimistic. I can even tolerate the fact that it hasn't been cool since MySpace. What I cannot tolerate is the fact that it's biologically incorrect. I'm not sure how many of you are aware of this, but each and every one of you were born. That's as new as you're going to get. It can't be new year, new me. At best, it's new year, refurbished me. Accuracy is all I want from my motivation. Given the demographic of the lineup as it was presented here tonight, I feel like this is the part of the set where I need to do my part and apologize to women everywhere for the fact that problematic men are a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not proud of it. I wish I could have done something about it, like an ally should, but by the time I got here in the mid-'80s, it was too late. The damage was done. And I can point the finger in a lot of directions, but tonight I'm going to point the finger at nature. Because nature had the audacity to make straight women attracted to men. Not fair to straight women, having no option but to be biologically drawn to us. I guess that's the third worst violation of a woman's right to choose. It's like nature says, hey, straight women, fuck you. No, not the way that you want. I don't believe that being gay is a choice, but I do believe nature screwed up because if you're a straight woman, it should be an option. That's as political as I'm going to get tonight. You know, my mother has a theory. If God ever made a mistake, it would mean that he's not perfect. And if God isn't perfect, it means he would cease to exist. My first thought is, so if God is proven to have made a mistake, he would cease to exist. First of all, what a narcissist that guy is. Secondly, God made man, which I believe kind of a mistake. The fact that I'm here sitting here telling you this is proof that there is no God, according to my mother. It's her theory. I'm just filling in the blanks. She'd probably contest that somehow if she could be here, but she couldn't be here. It was a scheduling conflict because while I'm here doing this, she's preoccupied no longer being alive, which sucks. But it comes in great if you're a video gamer. This is where I'll bring things home. You're probably thinking, Lloyd, what are you playing video games for? You're an adult. Do what I want. You know why? Because I'm an adult. 11 years ago, I'm playing Madden NFL 13, and I beat a teenager in the game. In case FBI is listening. And he says, that's okay, because I fucked your mom last night. How does it feel to admit to Xbox Live Nation that you are a necrophiliac? I win. Not just the game, but for life. I see the light. So in conclusion, this is the part of the set where it gets weird. You've been listening to me and looking at me long enough to be able to tell that the audio and the optics don't line up. What does it mean by that? What I'm saying is I look like I can say the N-word, but I sound like I shouldn't. So when you are the whitest sounding person on a Zoom call, despite being darker than Kurt Cobain's innermost thoughts, it's not racism, it's self-awareness. You know why I'm glad Black History Month is only happening once next year? Because that's 28 days trying to stand in solidarity, looking like the victim while sounding like the problem. But I love comedy because I can say whatever I want, and it's not fair, but it's okay. Because no matter what I say, I look black enough to get away with it. But I sound white enough to make you listen. I've been Legacy Sharp. Thanks for listening.
Hey, Lloyd, Legacy Sharp. Oh man, it's great to see you, Lloyd.
You too.
Great to see you, Lloyd. You're not gonna hear from me. You know, new year, new me. You see, new year, old me. Yes, I have the same New Year's resolution every year to live forever.
Yeah.
So far, so good. All right, everybody. And let me tell you something about kids. Okay. There's so many things going on now with kids and kids that live with their parents. I am 64 years old and I do not let any of my adult age children live with me. Okay. No way. Because I live with my parents. Hi, anybody there? Okay. Never mind. Fuck.
That was good.
It was good. I thought. Yeah, I live with my parents, my elderly parents, my in-laws, my elderly in-laws live with us. And yeah, my mother-in-law has dementia. And she just walks around all day going, hello? 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 Oh, it's okay. We have to laugh at these things because she won't know. And my father-in-law, he's one of those elderly people that has that thing what do they call it? Oh yeah, he's an asshole. Okay. So together they walk around all day and he goes, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. What the fuck? That's all he says all day long. What the fuck?
Oh God.
Jesus Christ. Hello? What the fuck? That's my whole day in a nutshell. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Hello? Don't get me started. Okay, so we have got a fabulous board. I bet we got a fabulous board. Let's go to the board.
Let's do it. Let me find all the buttons. There's buttons. Hey, okay, I found them all. Hey, you guys. Sometimes tech is hard, especially if you smoke as much as Casey does, which I do. All right, you guys. Yes, let's get into it. Merry Christmas. It is time to get into the donations. You guys, give it up for the amazing Jacques Lambert. Jacques, an amazing comedian. He hosts the Carnival podcast, you guys. Definitely check him out. But it's Christmas. We got to give him a Santa hat. That's right, Jacques. Thank you much. And you guys, I was on one of their recent podcasts. You should go check it out. It's a lot of fun. I will drop that in the chat here shortly. But Jacques, thank you so much. We appreciate you. What also, you guys, is it even a show? Twitch doesn't exist without Abigail Hydrangea Brown. And of course, she dropped $10 on the board. And since, you guys, it was Hanukkah this last week too. So Abigail likes frogs. We got a nice little Hanukkah frog right here for Abigail. This is a nice full board, isn't it, kids? Also, you guys, give it up for William Reynolds, also dropping $15. William likes the bong stuff. So I found him a menorah bong. That's right. That's a menorah bong. And it's just going to cover my face, right? Like that. Let's go. Let's go. I gotta squeeze everything in here. And you guys, give it up for Evil Dave. Evil but nice, Dave. Dropping 26.66. So we went ahead. We doubled his head 6 times. That's right. There's Evil Dave. Evil Dave. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. I'm gonna make some room in between comedians, so that way, if you guys want to get your name up on there, it'll happen tonight. It's pretty easy. You guys, we take Venmo at KO-comedy. We also take PayPal, KOComedyShows@gmail.com. And if you're watching over on Twitch, as you can see, you guys, we take those bits as well. And Twitch, we appreciate all of you guys out there. As you know, the world's worst AI comedian is hanging out there, Laughing Larry. And Abigail had a question for Laughing Larry. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know what she said. She said, Laughing Larry AI, what is your favorite Star Wars movie? Larry replied, Star Wars? I prefer the ones where the Jedi get drunk and start swinging lightsabers like they're at a bar fight. Can't beat that chaos. Thanks, Laughing Larry. Curing every real comedian's job for now. We appreciate it. And while I got you guys' attention, we do have a few days off this week for the new year. We are going to be off Wednesday through Friday, so no Dustin's show, no KO Friday, no living room show. But you guys, we're going to be back on we're off on Saturday too. We're going to be back next Sunday with Casey. But before we take our break, you guys, it's going down. That's right. This New Year's Eve. That's right. Katie and Kelly's rocking virtual New Year's Comedy Eve. Kelly Zemnikis, Katie Zane, and some of their amazing friends are going to be here. We're going to kick off at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Come hang out with us. It's going to be a blast. I think that's enough of me. I think it's time to get back to the funny stuff, you guys. So thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Don't forget to go to Amazon Prime. Type in Casey McNeil. He's got an Amazon Prime special, you guys. That's right, a Prime special. Go check it out. Also, don't forget to give him a follow at Casey's Comedy. You guys, give it up for your amazing host. It's Casey McNeil.
Hey, it's still me. Yay! Hey! Oh my goodness, we have got a great show cooking up here, haven't we? I was going to take these 2 weeks off and have us just be dark, but I'm so glad that we did these shows. Anyhow, this great comic is coming to us now from Arizona, a place where I actually used to do a lot of comedy. She has performed in my alma mater, the Tempe Improv. You see her Stir Crazy Comedy Club, and she is the producer for Cool Kids Comedy. Please put your hands together for Kayla Howard.
Yay! Awesome. Thank you. All right. So, how many of you hate unsafe drivers? Make some noise right now if you hate unsafe drivers. All right.
Yeah.
Now make some noise if you're the unsafe drivers that everyone hates. Okay. Yeah. There has to be some people like Casey here in Arizona, because on my way to work the other day, almost got into 2 car accidents.
Oh.
The first car made a sharp left and I nearly T-boned that car. And the second car failed to use their turn signal. Y'all, I almost dropped my phone. A girl can't even text and drive in peace. It's crazy. But speaking of bad decisions, how many people like myself are parents or grandparents? Make some noise. Okay, yeah, that explains why you're here tonight on this Zoom comedy show and not with those kids. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Same here. So I am a single mom and I do have 4 kids, and I was feeling very insecure about my body. So I started working out, and I'm proud to announce I have lost 11 pounds so far.
Ooh.
Yes, thank you. My 7-year-old son is like, Mommy, you still have a fat butt. So I'm proud to announce I lost a 7-year-old. I remember I was going through like a very brief period of like a writer's block. I'm like, I don't know what I can talk about on stage. I'm tired of hearing myself do the same jokes. And then, of course, I got a call from my son's school. So I have a middle school student. He's 14, and I got a call that he was going to be suspended from school for 5 days for slapboxing. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, we used to slap box for fun. You know, that was like your initiation into elementary school. So I was concerned. So I did what any concerned, worried parent would do. And I asked if my son won. Of course he didn't. So he got suspended for 5 days and had to slap box at home with me, because I'm not taking any losses. So one of my favorite artists is Shaka Khan. I love her so much. My favorite song of hers is I'm Every Woman, because when I want to land a rich white man with a tech job, I'm an Asian woman. So I ask him if he wants his number 17 with the chow mein or the fried rice. But when I get pulled over by the cops, because I be texting and driving, of course. My name is Karen. I'm a white woman, 35. And I want to speak to the supervisor immediately.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. But when I discipline my kids, though, I'm a Mexican woman. So I throw the chancla at my kids and I say things to them like, ¿Por qué no quieres escuchar? Which is Spanish for, I don't know who your father is. Just like I say crazy things on stage sometimes, my kids definitely say crazy things to me all the time. So we were in the grocery store the other day. I'm a vegetarian. My kids still eat meat every now and then, but I wanted to do something different. So I'm like, all right, y'all, let's go to the grocery store and let's pick something that we don't normally choose for snacks. So we're in the store and I'm like, let's get some chips. So my son looks at me. He's like, how about some Pringles? That's why you're single.
Oh.
And I said, all right, I got you. How about some Lays? I hope adoption pays. So one of my kids, of course, that 7-year-old who's always roasting me, it's crazy because I have like a strange feeling that he's going to grow up and be a serial killer because he's very weird and odd. And so it really got me thinking, like, if I had a child who was a serial killer, would I tell? So, Mike, if you had a child who was a serial killer, would you tell? Oh, look, Mike is having to.
Yeah, I would tell. I would be like, all right, this is him right there. I don't want to pay for his university. Make him go through the prison system schools. I mean, it worked for me.
Lauren says, yes, they would tell. What about you, Mike? Would you tell? Okay, so we know who the criminal in the bunch is. But
right.
listen, if I had a child who was a serial killer, I'm with Laura and So Nest. I would tell anyone who would listen. Okay. They would stop me in the grocery store, like, hey, ma'am, are you finding everything okay? And I would say, yeah. And I just found out that my son killed 7 more people. My friends will call me up. They're going to be like, hey, Kayla, how you doing, girl? I'm going to say, oh, I'm doing way better than the 11 people that my son killed. That's for sure. I would even go into church, y'all. I would even go into church. Am I dressed like, do I look like I go to church at all? Okay, exactly. I go to church. The pastor will be like, hey, does anybody have anything else that they want to share before we wrap up the service? And I would go in there like, oh, Lord, my son killed 20 more people today. And the pastor would look at me like, girl, what are you doing? You don't even go to church here. And I would look at him and I would have my son kill him too. Okay, we're not feeling the dark. All good. I love that one. I love that one. So back in the day, I said back in the day, literally just, right, like I'm old. Sorry, no offense, Casey. But before I became a stand-up comedian, I was actually an educator, like a high school special education teacher for 9 years. And it's so funny because when you ask teachers that, it always sounds like prison time, you know, like I did 5 years, you know. Well, I was locked down for 9 years, and it was really difficult for me to be a teacher for 3 reasons. So as I mentioned, I taught high school. I'm only 4'11". I know you can't tell, but I am only 4'11". Number 2, of course, all the students were taller than me. And then number 3, I cuss way too much to be a teacher. I've actually been in recovery for about, I think, 4 minutes now. I'm gonna laugh or I'm gonna have a relapse. And so I remember my first day in the classroom. I'm jumping up and down. I'm excited. I'm standing up on chairs to put posters on the wall, and the principal walks in. And he's like, hey, kid, school hasn't started yet. And I'm like, hey, I work here. And I ended up in the principal's office. It's really hard to discipline 6'4" stormtroopers when you're as tall as Yoda, you know? So I would wag my finger at the students and tell them to get back to class. And they would look at me and they would shove me into the lockers and steal my lunch money. And again, I found myself in the principal's office. Now, one of my students thought it'd be a really good idea to bake weed into cinnamon rolls in home economics class. And between y'all and me, I thought it was a wonderful idea. I was totally on board with it. But I was the one tasked with calling the student's mom and explaining the situation. And so when I thought about that, y'all, I cussed out loud in front of my whole entire class.
Whoa.
And in walks the principal, right? So of course, he asked the students, he's like, hey, students, what are y'all learning about today? Repeated the word that I said. And this time I ended up in the unemployment office, which is a comedian. So I hope I'm doing well.
Yeah.
You guys have been amazing. I've been Kayla Howard. Follow me on Instagram at Wild Child Comedy. Thank you.
Yeah, Wild Child Comedy, Kayla Howard. Awesome, Kayla. Kayla lives in Arizona. I used to be in Arizona. I closed at the Tempe Improv like 1992.
Oh, okay. Before
That's a long fucking time. That's probably older than you, right?
Yes.
It's a long time ago. Tempe Improv. Yeah. Yeah. Michael Bailey was there at that time. Some guy. Arizona's hot, man. The last time I was there, I saw a dog running down the street. 3 trees were chasing it. All right. Yeah, all that stretch. That's funny. Like back in the day. Hey, back in the day. Why do we even say that? Like we're mayflies or something. Hey, I remember 3:30. Those were fun times. Okay. You talk about teachers talking about their time like prison sentences. Then you get the prison. Then you get somebody that's done 20 years and say, "I did a twomp." All right, so. All right, sorry, too urban. So, all right, give Kayla another hand. So glad that she's here. What a performance. And anywhere in Arizona, you'll probably see one of her shows because she has them all over the place. She is game. All right. Now we have got a wonderful comic who was able to join us all the way from Japan. If you like anime, you have probably heard her voice. If you like video games even, you have probably heard her voice. Fairly recently was the Ring Terror's Realm game, and she's the voice of Hello Kitty. Please put your hands together for Sona Stevens.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, you may recognize my voice from instructional videos such as how to not kill yourself from a telephone pole. If you like this message, press 1. If you want to hear more comedy, press 2. If you're finished, please hold the line. Yeah. Oh, I love Kayla. Let's hear it for Kayla again. I love Kayla stuff. I love all the references tonight to like all those things Americana that I kind of miss, back in the day. Back in the day, my favorite 2 films were Star Wars and Little Orphan Annie. Yes. Yeah, the only common theme those films had in common is, where's my dad? I know. It's an odd combination because like the only people who would pick those films as their favorites are those with abandonment issues. And my relationship with my dad is kind of like Casey's. Well, less parody, but more parody. But my relationship with my dad was kind of complicated. He was as rich as Daddy Warbucks, but with the temperament of Darth Vader. Like Darth Vader could choke people from a distance. Yes. My dad hurt me from a distance too. He left. I always wondered, what would have happened to him? Because I think, so my dad, he was a musician. He was a flautist, but not classical. It was jazz. So he played the flute. Right. And, I wonder if like being a performer came with all those anger issues. Maybe that's why Darth Vader was so violent. He also wanted to be a performer. He was probably like really into beatboxing and emceeing, and he was all like, if I could just make it out there. Let's see. I have no idea how that's coming through the headset. Should be fun. You guys are like, it's just bleeping in our ears, which is a lot of what my video game voices sound like. So yeah, I'm American, as you can tell by the references, but I've lived in Japan for 27 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And I know when a lot of people think about Japan, they think of samurai or robots, and they're right. Japan is old and new, like me when I get a haircut. And Japan has robots for everything, yet I don't have a dishwasher. I think kitchens would stay the same because that's where the Japanese expect the women to be. And I get it. If you want to sleep with your sex robot, you're going to need to keep your wife busy. I think, everybody here knows a bit about Japan, right?
Yeah.
There are a lot of documentaries on it. You're like, oh, that's where I recognize your voice. Japan, the edges of culture. Brought to you by NHK World. I think documentaries are the only way that we communicate these days. Oh my God, I saw the best documentary in Prime last night. It's about how adults only communicate with each other by recommending other documentaries. Did you see it? You should see it. Oh, I think children are the only people having real conversations these days. Like, mommy, look at that man eating out of the garbage can. Hush, darling, don't stare. That's rude. Did you see the documentary about that on Netflix? I think you can learn a lot about a culture by speaking another language, like Kayla and her 15 different nationalities. Kayla's like, and I'm also Japanese, right? Kayla, did you know that there's a word in Japanese that means death by circling around in an ambulance?
Oh my gosh.
Byoin taraimawashi. Yeah. Death by circling around in an ambulance. Like, what was the thinking there? Like, oh man, this is happening a lot. Like, we should probably do something to sort this problem out. Or we could come up with a word for it. Yeah. Come on, Jordan, you can come up with me. My kitty cat wants to join. Yeah, I think one of the best things about living in Japan is having people come over to your house because the guests do the cleaning up. It's part of the culture. It's expected. And it's the only reason I have barbecues. Oh, Sinus, you're such a great neighbor. Yeah. The dishes go on the top shelf. Trash needs taking out in the vacuums in the cupboard. I'm so glad you could make it. Oh, God, I love Japan. The only thing I don't like about Japan is maybe other expats. Because, Yeah. Casey's like, yeah. Have you been an expat, Casey? He's like, I've had a six-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you travel it, right? Yeah, but you know the ones I'm talking about, right? It's the type of expat that everybody hates because there's two types. There's those who actually try to learn the language and those who definitely don't. I'm the type that tries to learn the language. I speak a few different Asian languages. But when I do speak an Asian language on stage, it's those other expats that will just assume you're making it up. I travel around Asia a lot. Recently, I flew from Tokyo to Thailand on Air Asia. Air Asia is like Spirit Air. Their slogan is, now everyone can fly cargo. I knew it was a budget airline. I just didn't know how budget it was until I flew it. They give you nothing so they can sell you everything. They lower the temperature. I bought a blanket, kept the lights on. I bought an eye mask. I turned to the guy next to me. I'm like, how do they get you to buy a new flight? Throw you out the exit door? And the guy sitting next to me on that flight, he was a middle-aged Caucasian man. I know. Casey, you're surprised on a flight to Thailand. There was a middle-aged white guy sitting next to me. And it looks like all he wants to do is talk. But on this overnight flight, all I want to do is sleep. And then the announcement, welcome on board this overnight flight to Bangkok. Your cabin crew speak 5 languages. Ooh. I've lived in Japan, China, Thailand, Malaysia. What a great little language test. Or so I thought, until every hour on the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that duty free is cheaper on board Air Asia? Like waking up every hour on the hour, hearing is like waking up in the middle of a stormtrooper's gunfight. Luke, I'm your first class cabin attendant. Yeah, it's fun. It's Japan is really great, but no matter where you live, like anywhere in the world, most people are strangers. My mom always said, strangers are friends you haven't met yet. I say strangers are people who haven't let me down yet. Strangers are so great. I wished I knew more of them. They're so good. I wish my ex had become one sooner. And strangers, they have to make a good impression. Like a thief would never approach you with lines like, I'm going to rob you. Successful thieves are much more subtle. They say things like, I love you, Sinus. What's your PIN number? And then after a breakup, I don't think to myself, oh God, I wish I'd never met him. It's more like, I wished you were still a stranger. He was so perfect till he opened his mouth. Well, everyone, thank you so much for having me. I'm Sinez. I hope let's remain strangers. Follow me on Instagram, Sinez Stevens.
Yay! Thanks for Sonez coming to us from a beautiful Monday afternoon in Japan. I'm so glad to have you here. Yeah, Star Wars, you know, it may be because of my age. It may be because I don't know what. I love Star Wars. I even like Skeleton Crew recently, but I have found some flaws, you know. I have to admit, like, okay, let's really break it down like reasonably. You got Master Jedi Yoda, hundreds of years old, all the power and knowledge of the Force, but he still can't put his nouns and verbs in the right order. When 900 years old you reach, talk this good, you will not. Then we have Han Solo. Han Solo, your saga spans 40 years. And in all that time, you wore one pair of pants, the same fucking outfit. Like, you know, you made the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs. You couldn't find another pair of pants. Okay. Or Obi-Wan. Now, Obi-Wan in episode 4, okay, A New Hope, he kind of took a dive. When he faced up with Darth Vader, he doesn't do anything. He just says, strike me down and I'll become more powerful than you can imagine. Yeah, by doing what? Ghost coaching a 17-year-old kid to rebel against his father. You got about as much power as a high school guidance counselor. Okay. All right. Everybody's pissed off at the Star Wars references. Do you guys remember the high school guidance counselor? When I was young, the high school guidance counselor only gave you career guidance. That's all they did. And nobody went to see the guidance counselor. Because who wants career guidance from somebody that ended up as a fucking guidance counselor? Anyway. Well, let's go to the board, Annie. What's up?
Let's do it. Yes, you guys, thank you so much for supporting KO Comedy. And like I promised, if you guys send us some love, I'm going to post your name up on the board, or at least give you a shout out, even if you want to stay anonymous, like our last donor did. That's right. He wants to stay anonymous. So thank you so much to KO Superfan for the $10. We appreciate you. That's right. You're on a Knockout Christmas Classic poster. I have no idea what that is, by the way. I'm assuming it's wrestling, but I liked the picture, so your name is now on it. Merry Christmas. And you guys, we still have one more absolutely amazing comedian for you. So if you want to, I will make room on that board for you. I'll do it. I will do it. It's really easy. We take Venmo at KO-comedy. We also take PayPal, KOComedyShows@gmail.com. And if you're watching on Twitch, you guys, we take those bits as well. And you guys, Twitch, Zoom, everybody, this week, a special is going down. That's right. This Tuesday, Kelly Zemnikis and Katie Zane are hosting Katie and Kelly's Rockin' Virtual New Year's Comedy Eve.
That will
Everybody's
be good.
Invited. It's going to be great. That's
it
right.
has Desiree Walsh. It'll be
You
fun.
can't go wrong. We also got Ira Claiborne. I don't think.
Ira! My God, yes.
Ira's going to be here. You guys.
Ira, you got a great diversity in that. We
have a great show, you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. We kick off at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, and I think it's only going till New Year's.
How much are tickets?
New Year's.
How much are tickets?
They are for the low price of free. Just free.
Oh my God!
Not even 99 after that. Just free. It's just free, you guys. It's free. So definitely come on through, hang out with us. It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. And I think that's all the things I have to say. Yes, Casey, I'm going to kick it back off to you. You guys don't forget to give your amazing host a follow. He's been great so far. Can he finish it off strong? You guys, we're about to find out. Give it up for your amazing host. Follow him on IG at Casey's Comedy. You guys, it's Casey McNeil.
Hey, I'm going to finish it out strong because all I'm going to do is introduce our fabulous next comic. Closing out the show, she's been here before. We love her. She is all over the internet on amazing virtual mics. You probably see her at Mic Drop Mania. You might have seen her at March Madness. Please put your hands together for Keely Wolf.
Yeah.
Every time I see children now, I am so thankful for my IUD. I'm so thankful that I actually decided to give it a nickname, and I actually now call it the Youngling Slayer. Because no, child, I will not be your mother. That's for my Star Wars fans once again, because let me tell you, the next time I see a child run up an escalator, please to God, just fall. Just do it already. I really want karma to work like in front of me for once. It just makes me so excited. It's gotten cold here, guys. I know that cold is just 69 degrees here in Arizona, but I chose the wrong season to get with a skinny man. I am rubbing his sticks for bones, just trying to start a fire. I'm just ready to get in a poly situation just to keep warm. Let me tell you, he is so small that I can throw him over my shoulder like a sack of potatoes. So every time we go into Walmart, I'm scared he's going to get kidnapped. And I'm like, sweetheart, please hold on to the grocery cart or I'm going to leave you in the car like a responsible parent should. If you can't tell, thank God, because camera adds 10 pounds, but I'm a big girl, okay? Which means being with a skinny man, we get compared to so many fat and skinny couples. Just recently, we got compared to Pleakley and Jumba from Lilo and Stitch. Another all-time favorite, Timon and Pumbaa from The Lion King. And always a crowd favorite, Mrs. Piggy and Kermit. It's okay. I know I still bring home the bacon. That's all I can say. I loved Christmas, okay? I don't care that we shop like an elderly couple already. I love practical gifts. This man bought me a shark pet vacuum, okay? I am sucking up so much shit, and I thought I was the only one allowed to suck in this house. I'm also so excited because I also got my kitchen remodeled, and I was like, finally, now I can cook his sandwiches for once. Listen, I know where I belong, okay? But my mom didn't. Let me tell you, my mom tried hard, but she could have definitely tried harder in the kitchen, especially for a place where women belong. I hated that she would make recipes and then she'd tell me, oh, it's made with love, sweetie. Mom, love is not enough. And if it was, you would have given it to me as a child. I love being the black sheep, though, because recently, unfortunately, my grandma did pass away. And I wasn't even invited to the funeral. Ooh. But I had to remember that she died from dementia, and I think she just forgot to put me on the list. I did find out that when you get buried with a spouse, though, you don't get buried on top of each other. You get Yes, you do get buried on top of each other. And I looked at my man and said, "You're going to have to die after me because God knows I wasn't good on top." And I did find out how I really do want to get buried because I think I want to get buried naked. And like, yeah, naked and afraid. Who's going to open the casket? I'm not the only one scared to death today. I'm just tired of like going and dancing, and there's always a song that says, "Oh yeah, girl, back that ass up." If I hear that one more time, I'm gonna back up my car into someone. I can't back it up. I'm not allowed to anymore. Actually, it's gonna get a little dark, guys, because I was in a recent rear end collision. Yes, I rear-ended someone, but you know, that backside just had it coming. And I had to come to terms with that. I'm not allowed to go any family-friendly events anymore because I accidentally hit a family of 4. It's okay. It's a thinker. I did recently get fired. I'm loving it. I hated that my boss tried to play the card that I was acting like a racist and a bigot. And I said, how else am I supposed to run for president? I did end up getting a full-time job, though. It has benefits, and I get to work with aliens all day long. And I'm not even talking about Home Depot. I'm actually terrified to go into Home Depot because they started coming up to me, acting like I know what I'm doing there just because I look like a lesbian. Listen, I don't even know how to operate a hammer. I'm used to getting nailed. I have come out several times, but I'm officially came out as pansexual. And someone decided to gift me non-stick spray as a lubricant. It'll work in the kitchen that I just got, okay? I'm loving it. Everybody deserves a good renovation. I'm hoping to get renovated later tonight because, man, these walls need to be knocked down. Sorry. I just had to admit to myself that I have been on birth control for so long that somehow I have gained all of the baby weight without the baby. And for some reason, the weight has been harder to abort. Have a killer night, guys. I have been Killer Keely.
Yay, Keely! Oh my gosh, what a great show! I tell you, the thing about kids, man, I don't think that the younger generations are meant to raise kids anymore, or something. I don't know, because like you hear this ongoing problem about people leaving their kids in the back of the car. They leave their babies in the back of the car and forget and walk away and like for like fucking hours. Yeah, and they had a public service announcement to help people with this. You know what their advice was?
What?
Put something important back there. Yeah, like a baby. No, like your cell phone or a shoe. You know, like. So I don't think we're meant to raise kids anymore. Oh my gosh, this has been a great show, you guys. I'm so glad that you all came here. We ended exactly 11:30. Is this wonderful, amazing, or what? Yeah, another hand for Keely, Sones, Kayla, Lloyd, Mike, Sandra, we're so glad to have you all here. My name's Casey McNeil. Our producer is Annie Dies a Lot. We love you all very much. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Happy New Year.
This is my bye hand. Bye.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, thanks.